Okay, let's talk about how we put through a credit card payment. So if we go to, this is sort of the general information about a client, and this is our made up test one. Okay, so there's a few different ways of doing it. If we go into the clinical notes. Okay, so at the moment, Test doesn't have, he has an invoice here. I can go to his invoice. And he has a fee, okay? We can change this fee by clicking on here. And then we might change it to whatever the fee may be. So let's just change it to a private session, okay? And then we'll go save. Okay. Now, if we want to put through a credit card payment, what we do is we go add payment details. Please, okay, so because this is NDIS, it will default to an organisation. So we can either add an organisation in here, which would be a billing company, or we can click on here and change it to patient. So if you've got the family paying by credit card, you'll generally change it to patient, or you'll add the family in as the billing organisation. We can then add the payment details. Okay, so we'll put in the name. This one, so the name on the credit card. We then put in the credit card number. Okay, so this is a fake number, okay? So the number's wrong, so it will come up in black. If the number's right, it will convert to green so that you'll know it's correct. The same with the expiry date. Okay, and the CV, the 3 digits on the back. Okay, so we know this credit card number is wrong. If we had the correct credit card number, these would come up in black to show you they were wrong, or they'd come up in green to show you they were correct. Okay, so the next thing we do is we click the store the credit card for future use. This just makes things a lot easier in terms of reprocessing the payments. Otherwise, you have to get the credit card details off the family each time. And often because we send out an SMS authorization, we can't do that unless we've got the credit card details saved. Okay, so if we were just putting this session through with the parents at the end of the clinic session, we would now just click process. In the notes, if we had any concerns about the payment or, yeah, if the family didn't want the SMSs coming through in the afternoon, or if they really wanted the invoice to come through 2 days sooner, whatever, you could put some notes in there. So if we're processing this at the end of the session, you just click process. Okay, I won't do that because I've put in fake details. If this was for a kinder or a school visit, we're sending out the invoice, we click this button here. And what that does is it then sends a SMS to the family asking them to authorize the payment. And we just do this really for transparency and to make sure there's no disputes about payments, because usually at the childcare, kinder or school sessions, the family isn't present. Okay, so yeah, so we click that. That would send an authorization text to the family, and we will click process. Okay, that doesn't mean that the family has already authorized the payment. It just means the authorization is set. And what the bank does is then takes the money and holds that money securely from the family and waits. Once the family has authorized the payment, then it's transferred to our bank account. If the family doesn't authorize a payment, then the money just goes back into the family's bank account. But this can cause a bit of confusion because sometimes the families will have checked the bank statement and the money's been taken out, but it doesn't mean that the money's been transferred to us. So it can cause quite a bit of confusion, and you just need to explain that it's the banking app that holds the money, and it's not money that's been transferred to us, and the money isn't transferred until the authorization goes through. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel that payment. If you put this through, if you put through a payment and the details aren't right, you can then just have another go, as long as, it hasn't actually gone through. You can have another go at it. Okay, so let's just cancel that. Okay, now the other possibility, actually, I think that's probably enough for one video. So I'm going to stop this, and then I'll do another one on billing planning companies.